Alright, back with chapter 28. Talks about Job continues. Where's my wisdom? Surely it says, surely there is a mine for silver, and a place for gold that they refine. Iron is taken out of the earth, and copper is smelted from the ore. Man puts an end to darkness, and searches out to the farthest limit. The ore in gloom and deep darkness. He opens shafts in the valley away from where anyone lives. They are forgotten by travelers. They hang in the air, far away from mankind. They swing to and fro. As for the earth, out of it comes bread, but underneath it is turned up as by fire. Just think about that real quick. Verse 5. As for the earth, out of it comes bread, meaning food, of course. But underneath it is turned up as by fire. So Job's kind of, in a way, you think about it, he's describing what's under the earth, like the core of the earth. And in a way, it's kind of like he's saying that hell is underneath this. So he says, but underneath it is turned up as by fire. So it's kind of, in a way, it's talking about, the fire under us as far as the core of the earth. But it's kind of, to me, it's kind of talking about, that hell could also be under us as well, which I believe 100% hell is below us in the core of the earth. It's pretty interesting. Its stones are the place of sapphires, and it has dust of gold. That path no bird of prey knows, and the falcon's eye has not seen it. The proud beast have not trodden it. The lion has not passed over it. Man puts his hand to the flinty rock, and overturns mountains by the roots. He cuts out channels in the rocks, and his eye sees every precious thing. He dams up the streams so that they do not trickle, and the thing that is hidden he brings out to light. But where shall wisdom be found, and where is the place of understanding? Man does not know its worth, and it is not found in the land of the living. The deep says, it is not in me, and the sea says, it is not with me. It cannot be brought for gold, and silver cannot be weighed as its price. It cannot be valued in the gold of Ophir, and precious onyx or sapphire. Gold and glass cannot equal it, nor can it be exchanged for jewels of fine gold. No mention shall be made of coral or of crystal. The price of wisdom is above pearls. The topaz of Ethiopia cannot equal it, nor can it be valued in pure gold. From where then does wisdom come, and where is the place of understanding? It is hidden from the eyes of all living and concealed from the birds of the air. Abandon and death. Abandon is also another word for hell. So in a way it's saying hell and death say, we have heard a rumor of it with our ears. God understands the way to it, and he knows its place. My wisdom. God understands the way to it, which is wisdom, and he knows its place. Wisdom comes from God. Whatever comes in our mind comes from God. We don't think of it on our own. God has already sent that thought into our mind for us to think. So wisdom comes from God. God understands the way to it, and he knows its place. For he looks to the ends of the earth, and sees everything under the heavens. When he gave to the wind its weight, and apportioned the waters by measure, when he made a decree for the rain, a way for the lightning and the thunder, then he saw it and declared it. He established it and stretched it out. And he said to man, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to turn away from it. It says, it gets so tongue-tied. Verse 28. And he said to man, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to turn away from evil is understanding. So, God's saying in a way, it says, God says to man, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is the wisdom. So the fear of God is a very smart thing to do. To fear of God and hate sin is a very smart thing to do, because you don't want to fall under the wrath of God. And to turn away from evil is understanding. So when you turn, so basically what he's saying is, whenever you become saved, you get the wisdom of God's work through the Holy Spirit, of course, which then will turn you away from sin and will lead you to repent of your sin and live for Jesus. So it's wisdom, of course. God gives us that wisdom of his word through the Holy Spirit, and turn away from evil is a very smart thing to do also. So of course that's chapter 27, or my bad, chapter 28. Let's see here. chapter 20 talks about, Job continues, where is the wisdom? Of course, wisdom comes from God. We don't think of things on our own. God has sent that thought, in our mind for us to think. Because if He doesn't, how can we think without God putting that thought in our mind? So again, when it says verse 28, He says, and He said to man, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. So God gives us wisdom, the wisdom of His Word through the Holy Spirit. And a turn away from evil is understanding. Is that when you become saved, God through the Holy Spirit, He convicts you of your sins, leads you to repent of your sins, and leads you to live a life for Him. And to understand His Word, you gotta have the Holy Spirit to understand His Word fully, which is wisdom. And it's also a very smart thing to do to turn away from evil, because you don't want to be under the wrath of God. So 28, about Job continues, where is wisdom, which comes from God, not from man. And 29 will be next.